Hello, hello. I am kind of tired. I did some good old the usual uh college work. That's the word. I I am capable of speaking the English language. I swear. All right. Let's see what we got here. Hello V Sheep. Hello Gabe. Hello Windex. I've been rather anxious about things that still have days, weeks, or even several years to happen to me. How's it hanging? That happens. Just take things one step at a time. I have a dentist appointment this Friday, and I'm spooked. So, I'm gonna be honest, I never understood people being spooked by dentist appointments. I've got terrible teeth. Well, okay, I've got fairly okay teeth. My teeth are actually fairly good. It's the gums. My gums are terrible. Second vaccine shot end month. That's not too bad either. Pretty much all it did was make me really tired. And I'm already that. Someone told me that Shulk was a Fire Emblem character. Well, that's one way of viewing it. If he dreamt hard enough and ate his vegetables, he could be a guest character in the mobile game. Maybe. But is Ryan a reliable friend? He tries, but he pushed the button. Oh yeah, I forgot about that moment. And yes, I do arrive. You have good news? Oh, what would that be, Gabe? First vaccine wasn't as bad as I expected, so the second should be chill too. The second one always hits harder. You either get hit hard with the first one or the second. There's very little in between from what I have noticed. And the effects of what your second dose will do is varied. For me, I was in and out of consciousness the entire day. I think I slept for 22 hours. I was basically just constant sleep. Gotta feel it. Oh, nice. That can be a pain in the butt to get sometimes. Been missing the second chunk of Xenoblade. Please recap as we start. What all happened? Oh yeah, there's like a fog monster in the Hyantia capital or something like that. Also, guy with Brock eyes. That is definitely bad guy. Other than that, I don't think much happened because I spent most of my streams doing side stuff. Why don't we swap on over? The fog thing from Lost is attacking the Birdmen. Got it. You know, I've never actually watched Lost, so I have no idea. Also, I've been playing a few different games. Well, I haven't been playing this, but I have it ready for whenever the time comes. Still got a few other games to complete before we get to Xenoblade Chronicles 2. But I've also been playing more Skullgirls. Trying to actually learn a fighting game for once in my life. And thus far, the character that's working for me the best is Miss Fortune. But I kind of get Painwheel as well. Characters that have constant closed eyes have two outcomes. They're chill as fuck, or they'll open them and be evil. You forgot the third one. They're sly and very mischievous. Oftentimes, like, con men. There we are. Oh, hold on. Seems like... There we are. The one problem I have with your product, Steel Series, is that you have unfortunately made the dial too easy to move. What I know about Skullgirls, most of the alt palettes are references to other stuff. Maybe if I have, like, I don't know, an off day, and I don't feel like playing any of the currently scheduled games, I'll do like a thing of Skullgirls where I just try to learn a character. I'm not very good at any of them right now. But I can say one thing, and that is, Big Band is a huge meme. Basically, one of his moves allows you to play the trumpet. And you can use it to play, like, all sorts of different tracks. And if you wanted, you could also add it to your juggling. So while you're juggling someone, you can play Megalovania, like Megalovania from Undertale or something like that. I've seen the JoJo covers. Oh yeah. There's been JoJo, Evangelion. I think someone did We Are Number One with it. To be honest, if I found myself ever to be juggled by a big band and they were playing one of those themes, I wouldn't even be mad. Especially since to even be juggled by that, you kind of have to be asking for it to begin with. Because it's pretty easy to avoid. Beat someone into a pulp and play a bit of the default dance tune between each combo. You could. Probably. Qualified, certified, rest is classified. Pawn Spectre Chief 1-1 is name, overseas surveying new lands is game. Meh, what Pawn Spectre's all doing with these stranger people? More important, why it takes so long for everyone to gather in an appointed meeting spot. Meh, never received such information? 1-1 forgot to impart? Ho hum. 1-1 would go to find Pawn Specters and make up for a mission's own self, but have wings full with other business. Meh, have good idea. Could friends guide rest of Pawn Specters to meeting spot? Probably all stuck in stranger sticky situations. Friends look like doing fine job so far. Surely no extra bother? Okay, I have to just gather everyone for him. 1-1 should be done with business by time Pawn Specters all here. Can see some want to have word with 1-1, but we'll have to wait till everyone here. Naturally, there are little reward in store for helping 1-1. I saw another quiet moment over here. I doubt I can actually access it, because a lot of them are locked behind story stuff. But the ones I've seen so far have been pretty cute. Yeah, I can't view that one yet. There's also one in the town, apparently. Everyone leveled up at the same exact time. Oh, there's even Machina up here.
Nene, look! What splendid armor! Oh, it's true! Scales so shiny and sparkly!
It looks the same as any Armu, if you ask me.
Different subtle. Sure is.
Really?
Pardon me? Have you come from Companion's Cape, by any chance?
We've just come from the laboratory. But we were at the Cape just before that.
And was everyone there all right?
Yes, it seemed to me.
Thank goodness. That's a relief to hear.
Is something wrong?
You may be aware, but originally, we all lived here together as a group.
But then, some left because there are Machina here.
Exactly. At first, we managed to tolerate each other in relative harmony. Obviously, we had our share of friction.
What happened?
Well, the final straw was something trivial. The Companions tried all sorts of ploys to retake the capital, but none of the plans succeeded. Many soldiers were lost this way. One Machina had had enough, and told them to just give up.
And that's when it happened.
Yeah. They shouted, if you Rust Rats hadn't betrayed us, we wouldn't have lost our brethren and our homes in the first place. Things got heated, and then they left and didn't look back.
They shouldn't have forgotten that we all lost. Friends, family, and homes.
They're soldiers, ma'am. In the war, they put everything on the line for their country. And so...
When their country was taken from them, the extent of their anger and resentment was fully understandable.
Yes. Still, we who stayed behind don't bear them any grudges. They protected us all, for a long time regardless of race. And bear in mind, in the end, they didn't cast the Machina out. They left the safety of our walls of their own volition. That's why we pledged that if they chose to return, we'd welcome them back and meet them with a smile.
I will do whatever is in my power to make it so.
Nene, white eyes sweating. Inflammation of tear ducts.
By the way, we have heard that someone by the name of Radsum lives here.
Radsum? Yes, he lives over there.
Over there. Thank you. Very kind.
It was Radsum, actually. He was the one who told the Companions to give up their quest.
Right. I see.
Well, you gotta know when to cut your losses.
All right. Let's go and see him straight away.
Yes, let's.
Maybe she was born with it, maybe it's Helmeline. I'm guessing that's like a music reference that I am spacing on.
Yes?
There was no custom. I bought nothing from you.
Hello.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hang on a moment. That's like bonuses across the board. Nene gets everything. For now. And then when we get more money, we'll start to get it to other people. Right now, we need Nene to keep up the tanking. There we are. There's a... Oh, the quest is above. See.
Are you perchance Radsum?
Yeah, that's me. How do you know my name?
Teelan mentioned you. You are his fellow researcher.
Oh, I see. Teelan sent you. Him and Tyree are still getting on okay?
Quite. Though she did give him a good scolding earlier.
Went to Alchemoth again, did he? I did warn him not to be reckless. But when it comes to his research, that boy has tunnel vision. To be honest, so does Tyree.
Does she come here much as well?
No, hardly ever. She's even more focused on the work than Teelan. I couldn't begin to guess why she's so driven.
It must be about her mother after all.
Radsum, we have questions. About the Fog King.
I see. That's why you're so curious.
We need more to go on. What can you tell us?
Because of the Telethia's ether field, the Fog King and his fog beasts seem, well, unable to escape Alchemoth.
Etherfield?
Yeah. It's the means by which Telethia eliminate any excess ether that they absorb. Now, the Fog King and his beasts happen to give off an awful lot of ether.
I see. So all Telethia in the vicinity flock there, to feed on the ether. And, as a result, keep the threat contained.
Oh, this hot noggin of Kino. It get worse if not shut up.
But my ether, it worked against fog beasts, but not the Fog King. Or rather, it didn't even seem to make direct contact with him.
Shulk, Melia, would you do me a favor and head to Teelan's lab, borrow his Telethia research notes for me?
Sure, we can do that for you.
There's something I'd like to look up about the Telethia's ether field.
Understood.
On another note, we heard that you spoke out against the Companions.
I voiced an opinion, yes. I can understand their impatience. Their ancestral home was right there. However, I couldn't abide watching them throw away more lives for nothing.
Nothing. Sounds quite stark.
At first, there were hundreds of us living here. But now, well, you've seen for yourselves.
And all because of the Fog King.
Yeah. So I think you can see why I said what I said. If we end up extinct, we'll have won nothing.
Well spoken. But I'm sure the Companions would find those words hard to swallow. I'm sorry. Your people are no more free to go home than we are.
No need for you to apologize, Melia. In truth, it's not costing me any sleep. They seem to be catching on too. After all, they've stayed put since then.
When you put it like that.
More cutscene.
The people of Grandel, they're living under considerable strain, not knowing what became of their homes, and with no means of return.
But that's also true of Maxis. His people lost their homes too.
Yes, but they're feeling desperate, and it's making them unreasonable.
It too sad.
We were like that too once, weren't we?
Yes, we were.
That true?
But we learned, eventually. All because we wanted to protect the world. And we made that dream a reality.
By killing God.
Took down Zanza.
Overcoming our prejudice gave us strength in unity. Because we shared a goal.
Radzim's folk, the companions, and us as well. We all share the same goal.
Defeating the Fog King and returning home.
Sounds like job for Hero Punkino. Just let Nene at him.
Thank you, everyone.
Mama, what that thing?
Is that...
It's like the one we saw in Alcamoth, but much, much larger.
You're right.
Shulk, let's see if we can get closer.
Yeah.
Forgot that Machina are in Future Connected. I'm kind of not surprised that they are. They were mentioned earlier, like in the very beginning. Because the entire reason the first outpost is where it is, and of only Hyentia, was because people didn't agree with living near the Machina.
All right.
Huh? You want something from me? Your faces kind of have that look. Right, I see. That sounds rough. And you came from Companion's Cape? Ah. Then I've got a question for you. On your way to Grandel, did you come across any hard-looking rock or rare materials or anything like that? You serious? Alright, tell me more. Too bad, but none of that is news to me. Oh well, still, thanks for telling me about that. We've got something to talk to you about as well, if that's okay. Right, so I'm currently making tools for those fixing and expanding the ramparts, and I'd like to make them stronger. So I've been asking after better materials. Well, actually, I've got an idea, but I need a catalyst to make it work. I'm not tough enough to track it down by myself, but since you knew all kinds of other materials, I figured, you know... Say, now that I think about it, couldn't I just ask you to get it and bring it to me? That'd be way easier, right? Catalyst I want to use is found near the Barrow Ruins Cave. It's a stone people call the Cerulean Shard. As for your reward, maybe I could upgrade any tools you're carrying while I'm working on ours? I can work with anything, like, for example, that ether pick you've got. How about it? But I could strengthen to improve the output so you could mine better stuff. Not too shabby, eh? Well, I'm sold. I was hoping you'd say that. Phew, I'm really glad you just happened to be walking by. Well, don't let me stop you. I'll be waiting. Paper Shulk, the 1,000-year cutscene. Some JRPGs are like that. Love that his name is Kino. It's always I've been playing this cat harpoon fishing mobile game and it's fun. There's always a chance that a raid boss spawns in a level which is big and resists harpoons really well. I found one that was a goblin shark. Have you been acquainted with Lady Winnie? She's a Homs who fled here from Alcamoth. I was very worried for her when we first arrived on Grandel. She was broken physically and spiritually. She devotes herself to looking after the Armus these days and tries to put on a brave face, but I can tell sometimes there's this most vulnerable look in her eyes. And I find it really rather compelling. Pardon? Sorry, perhaps that was a bad turn of phrase. I just want to look after her, alright? Make sure she's safe. some JRPGs and primarily Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear is basically just a movie that was given the video game treatment. Goblin sharks are gnarly. I love deep sea fish. Oh, sorry for yawning so much. But yeah, a lot of the deep sea fish are really cool. I don't know many of them, but some of them are pretty interesting. Oh, won't somebody hear my woes? If only someone around here knew about machines, they'd understand my concerns, surely. What is cause of worryings? Oh. You've got to be kidding me. I actually have to have a person in my party for certain quests to activate?
Oh.
Do I have to be that person?
What is it?
Yep. Oh, can I help you? Oh, I'm sorry to bother you. I saw those mechanical parts and figured we might be able to use them to fix the junks. I'm sorry to disappoint, but everything you see here is little more than scrap. Can you tell me what parts you're looking for specifically? We need wiring to link up the generator and the drive system, as well as something to reinforce the hull. Sounds rather complicated. That said, I do have an inkling. You've seen Hyantia airships before, right? Well, there are a few crashed ones in Alchemoth just lying there. And you think we could strip them for parts? Just so. Although I don't know what state they're in, you'll have to go and work that out for yourselves. Right, I see. I would have investigated them myself, but everyone warned me off, saying it's too dangerous. It's too dangerous, so I relented. Still, from what I remember of my preliminary study, I think there should be 3 of the machines left. Understood. Thank you for sharing the information with us. One moment. I may have a request to go with all that. There are actually some parts I need too. Would you mind terribly finding them for us, for me, and bringing them all back together? Of course, that's no problem at all. What kind of parts are you after? I'm so glad to hear you ask. What I need is a palm-sized cog. Understood. We'll keep our eyes out for one of those. I'm counting on you. No problem. Leave it to me. It's not a game with cutscenes. It's a very long cutscene with occasional bits where you sneak around and kill superpowered bee soldiers. Random fun fact, there is a canon alternate Spider-Man called Spiders Man. They're a colony of spiders who think they're Peter Parker. I mean, in the Marvel universe, there's as many, like, alternative universes as there are words across all the comics, really. Hold up, I need to turn out the AC just a wee bit here. Okay. It's dropping things. They're dropping. Sounds right, Infinite Earths, one could say. Oh wait, that's DC. I suppose I wouldn't really know the difference between them other than, like, they've got, like, some different characters. Like, Spider-Man is Marvel and Superman is DC. Something like that. I've never actually read any of the comics, so all of that stuff is beyond me. DC is mostly gods and a rich, traumatized dude with cool tech. That's one way to sum up Batman. I think the only other, like, character that comes to mind that's like, oh, my superpower, quote-unquote, is capitalism, would be Iron Man. Marvel has one major god in the Avengers, but also a rich, traumatized dude with cool tech. Oh. Old comic book villains are a particular interest of yours? You feel like they tend to be way wackier than the weird heroes back then? I could see that. Wonder if I can actually withstand these now. Got a few of them here. Yeah, we're definitely able to survive this now. Probably because villains could exist for one issue and never be spoken of again, like classic Batman villains, Condiment King, Calendar Man, and the Mad Hatter. Only one of those is effectively gone from what you'd consider modern canon. I mean, comic books changed a lot.
Well,
I'm saved. Were you the ones that defeated the Antals? Please accept my gratitude. My name is Lafael. I'm an Armu herder from Grandel, a town to the southeast of here. The Armus have recently started running out of fodder just within the town walls, you see, so I was walking around trying to find some more grassland, then suddenly, angry Antals. People tell me I get far too focused when it comes to the welfare of my herd. I should probably pay more attention. Also, if you find yourselves in Grandel, you come see my Armus, alright? They're almost unspeakably adorable. There's a lot of nice juicy grass here, so I'll pick up enough to get my Armoos fed, and then I'll mosey back into town. Thank you for helping me out of a sticky situation. Things would have been really grim if you hadn't shown up. I prefer manga for the one big story beginning to end aspect, but Western comics are very interesting too. I'd say my interest in Western comics is because they just keep going and have several dozen writers and artists, because sometimes it gets strange. I mean, when you've got, like, a boatload of different artists and writers, things tend to get weird. Or alternatively, you can get them to be weird anyways by just hiring Ken Penders, which don't do that. Anyone who knows anything about the old Archie Sonic comics is probably more than well aware of the general insanity that comes with Ken Penders. The Forbidden Man. I mean, yeah, basically. What are you doing over there, boy? Just chilling out over there. The Antichrist of the Sonic fan base. Essentially. Ken Penders is one of the strangest individuals, I think, in any, like, comic writing ever. And it's not like he's terrible at writing, he's just not very focused. He can have, like, decent-ish moments. His art, yeah, is pain, though. It frequently teeters on uncanny. Sulfuric acid for your vision. Yeah. It gets worse when you see what his, quote-unquote, original, like, 100% his idea comic thing is like. Because I swear to God, Ken Penders' art actually goes in reverse in terms of, like, talent. Because it starts off fairly fine when he keeps it, like, you know, cartoony and simple. He can do cartoony and simple. But as he starts trying to add more detail and stuff like that, it just looks weirder and weirder. Until eventually you get whatever the heck that Echidna thing of his is. Which reminds me, does anyone remember that time Ken Penders threw a hissy fit because BioWare decided to make the Echidna in the Sonic universe an alien race, and he thought that that was his own original idea that shouldn't be stolen under any circumstances? Some Ken Penders art in the old Sonic comics looks like the first design from the movie. Maybe. We got ants here. One of them's dead already.
undefeatable.
Xenoblade fights near bottomless pits, the best. Qualified, certified, uncontestified. Ponspector Deca Deca is name, surveying new lands is game. Deca Deca really thought it was curtains for a moment there. Friend snatched life from Deca... Life of Deca Deca from jaws of death. Do you not fear them? You fear not the jaws of death? When Deca Deca finished surveying area, lit monster repellent incense that got from friend, but then monsters appear. They make no sense. Why on heck monsters not repel? Why attract? I was watching a Let's Play of Xeno 2, and not to spoil, but a major boss can be defeated by sending them down a pit. I mean, I love that in any game. A great example is the Dragon Rider from Dark Souls 2, where if you don't increase the area of the arena by pulling levers and... I already forgot what it was called. But, like, all you have to do is wait for him to approach you in just the way and then roll as he's winding up an attack, and it will cause him to send himself careening off the edge and die. Unusual boss defeats are great, like hitting the Piranha Plant boss in Yoshi's Island while it's small. Or throwing a phoenix down at undead bosses. Yeah. When Deca Deca take whiff, realize is actually monster and attractant incense friend must have put in by mistake. Or this could be trial that fate posed for Deca Deca to challenge resolve. Fate call on Deca Deca to defeat monsters by own self. But Deca Deca do nothing, just call for help from passerbys, disappoint in self. Well, in any case, thank friends for well-timed rescue. Deca Deca not forget this kindness. By the by, did friends see Chief 1-1 somewhere maybe? Deca Deca have to hand in survey results. 1-1 rise in ranks very quick. Was once rookie of team, but now Chief already. Very unexpected. Must be recognition for excellent skill in ponspecting. Deca Deca must follow shining example. Is key tenet of Ponspector organization that good effort always recognized and rewarded. What if you're attacked by a big ghost, but you said, haha, spicy bird feather, go brr? I mean, isn't that essentially, like, how most undead encounters go with a lot of classic RPGs? I wonder how many of my frames can be dropped if I continue to get more and more Ponspectors. Oop. Didn't work out quite as hoped. I swear, if I read, like, more Nopon dialogue, I'm eventually going to reach a point where I'm just incapable of speaking proper English. Look at you, you're all in the blue now. Oop. Bad timing. Might as well just use everything to get this thing dealt with as quickly as possible now.
Kino tired of Kino's feet. Big sis can get cuddle. Meh, but Nene tired too. Kino, you give cuddle first.
Why don't I cuddle with you both?
Meh, much more better.
That was adorable. Also, the boss at the top was being super tough. Oh, I got to Mount Ordeals in Final Fantasy IV, and I was beating the zombie enemies and multicasting Kira on the whole enemy side, although I gotta save some for myself. The boss at the top was being super tough, and I need to go back and beat him. That happens. And yeah, these two Nopon, Kino and Nene, are very cute, and it's very obvious that they're Ricky's kids. And I think that Kino here is adopted, given one of the quiet moments from earlier. Interesting to note, though, that even then, Kino still feels very loved by Ricky. Ricky is model parent. I'll re-adopt him if he keeps being so cute. If I recall, there's also, like, a heart-to-heart in the base game where Ricky offers to adopt Shulk. There's just too many reasons to like Ricky. Ricky is the best character. Bar none. Back to Alchemov. Oh no, the Eye of Sauron.
Over there.
Miss Melly, look ahead.
The fog.
Huh? Fog beasts?
Here they come.
No time for deliberations. Let's go, Shulk.
Got it!
I really like the battle music for, like, both bosses and, like, just the regular battles. But Please use your break commands properly. Kino, help. Ouch. Keep your aggro on me.
And not come back.
Shulk. The fog beasts were meant to be confined within Alchemoth.
I don't think that's where those ones came from.
What do you mean?
The rift made normal monsters transform into fog beasts.
Oh no, Grandel!
Ah,
What is matter?
the Armus could turn into fog beasts.
Meh, no one to picture that. Must hurry to rescue.
When you first saw official art of this expansion, I thought it was some kids that look a lot like Shulk and Melia because... just because. I'm just surprised it's them and this isn't long after the main game. I imagine, I'd guess a single digit of years after Zanza got vibe checked. I think it was something like 5 years. Like 5 or 10 years. Less than a decade for sure. It might have been exactly a decade, but I don't think it was much more than that at least. Oh, now we've actually got some of these monsters around here as actual fog beasts. Where's everyone else from the original party during the story? Back down on the surface. So this is what used to be the Bionis shoulder, but it is currently way up in the air. So they're probably still, you know, in that Colony 9 area, or maybe Colony 6. Yeah, they're basically just vibing. They don't know any of what's going on here. We've just been gone for a suspiciously long time. As have 2 of Ricky's kids. Ricky is probably reluctantly accepting a smartphone for his birthday that he can't use. I'm imagining like a Machina handing it to him, and he's just like, "Thanks." What do? There's a lot of fog beasts around now. It'd be amazing if Nene could alley-oop like Ryan, since she already uses basically all of his moveset. I've seen ads of like elderly specific smartphones with giant icons and such. Sounds about right. I've seen a few of those as well. There's also like Windows... what do they call it? Like Windows 65 Plus or something like that. It basically is an application that changes your Windows settings to make it all visible for, what was it? For elders. Can't have a rainbow without Nene. It doesn't roll off the tongue, sadly. It doesn't. But Nene could alley-oop at least. Oh man, we went back even further than 93, or went forward past 10. One or the other, who knows? Yeah, there's no skills in this. I had a moment where I was like, oh yeah, I should probably check to see what my skills for Nene are. Nene doesn't have skills, nor does Kino, Shulk, or Melia in this extra story. Windows Bootstrap Paradox, or just Windows Paradox.
Instinct was right, Melia.
Yes, although the rift's influence is spreading far too quickly. Ratson, are you fine?
Miss Melia, these armors, it was so sudden.
You can explain later. Let us do the fighting here. You should seek refuge.
Right you are.
Stop those armors.
Yeah.
Bad Armu, go to bed without dindins. Kino, show off watching skills. Here goes! Right there! Ain't ready and able. Eat taste of this.
This'll leave a mark.
At least I'm generating a crap load of aggro. Oh, nicely done, Shulk.
Thank you for that.
Was everyone all right?
Yeah. No major injuries to speak of. All thanks to you, of course.
Kino accepts a year's supply of sweet wasabi as reward. Real Heropun never has compensation. Where it say that?
Shulk, was it the Rift's expanding influence that's responsible for our Armu's transformation?
Looks like it. We saw it happen before, too. Regular monsters turned into fog beasts, just like that.
That suggests more fog beasts will appear if the Rift continues to spread its vileness. Consider, with the size it was before, the Rift's effect was limited to the area within the capital. But now it's getting wider.
One moment. In that case, if the rift keeps growing larger,
All monsters everywhere could be changed by the fog.
we must find a way to fight back.
We'll need those research notes for that. Let's head for the lab.
Right.
Yep, the Armus had to be destroyed. They started assaulting people, so we assaulted them back.
All right?
You lot look dusty from the road. Any chance you've seen my catalyst? Yes, that's it. Thanks bunches. I knew I was onto something when I asked you lot for help. Right, let's get to the good part. Lend me your ether pick, won't you? Sorry to keep you waiting. What do you think, huh? Sleek form factor, right? You can feel the power at a distance. There are ether deposits in Grandel too, so feel free to test the improvements out for yourselves. And this is why I should have been doing side quests in the first, the base game, I should say.
Aha! Aha!
Got a lot of quests there. I'll do them after I try to get this mining node. Or try to. I believe we're less than a month off from Metroid Bread. That is pretty cool.
Aha!
Wish you had a Switch. Oh yeah, they're like fairly expensive where you are, aren't they? I hear that a lot of, like, consoles and such are fairly expensive over in Brazil. Why is that exactly? Import taxes or something?
Uh-oh.
I don't really know how to talk to grown-ups. Sorry, it'd be easier talking to kids, though, a little bit. I'm 12 years old. Probably import.
Uh-oh.
Hello. Oh, friend is shy too? Huh? Must be shy like Kino. You have same smell as Kino, so as matter of facts. Yeah, I kinda get nervous easily. But it's no fun playing on my own. Meh? Then what if Kino found friend to play with? Really? I love that. Leave everything to Kino. We'll search town for bestest possible friend, make sure everyone happy. Any possible friendlings already in mind? There is one person. I saw Celine looking out at the capital once. She looked awful lonely. Also, there's a boy named Nestinor. I only talked to him once, but he lives near a lake, I think? Oh, and there's also this super cute Napon, Rudodo. I always wanted to talk to her. She seems to like ruins and stuff. Understandings. Kino will have done in time of record. I find it interesting that you have to, you know, use certain party members to get, like, certain info out, but at the same time, I think it's kind of obnoxious. I guess fixing Makina is just like repairing normal machines. I wish I knew someone who was good at that. It's cool, would have been better with a swap button. Honestly, if there was a swap button, I would want it to also work in combat. I think that would be really useful, especially when setting things up. Because there's nothing like having Reyn in the base game just not do the thing that you want him to. Because, like, you're sitting there, you've set him up, like, set up the enemy, it's broken. So now all Reyn has to do is topple it, yeah? Reyn instead chooses to use Bone Upper and proceed to fall off a cliff. Hey, could you hear me out? You see, my granddad is a Makina. Huh? Does that mean that you're, No, I'm just a regular Homs. I guess granddad isn't actually my actual granddad, but he helped me when I got separated from my parents during the war. We've been together ever since. Ah, right. You must feel like you owe him a lot. Yeah, also cause when the Armus turned into Fogbeast and attacked, he shielded me with his body, but his leg got broken. Hey mister, you know machines and stuff, right? Can you fix my granddad? Repairing a Makina, huh? Maybe the first aid kit from the junks would help. Really? That's great. Please do your best. I'll owe you forever. Granddad helped me when I lost my mom and dad and had nowhere to run. So this time around, I want to be the one to help him. No problem. Leave it to me. Trust in Hereupon Kino, and day will be saved. Thank you, Kino. I'm glad we can depend on you. Reyn has so much patience for some of this. Let's see. Oh, there's the junks. I'm a mechanic, not a surgeon. What are you talking about? He can use light heal. Clearly, he's a surgeon. Huh? Well, that's odd. What's the matter, Shulk? The kit is missing. I could have sworn I saw one right here. Do you think someone took it? That could be one explanation. I hope this turns out to be nothing. Oh, Shulk. Look, there's something lying over there. Huh? But there is. Looks like some kind of note. It's an inventory of military goods, and it's signed by the person in charge. Solthis, I think. Maybe? I may be wrong, but I do think there was a guard by that name in the regiment. According to inventory, he's meant to be working to recover material from a number of caches on the Bionis' shoulder. Maybe he was the one who took the kid as well? I don't think we have any other leads. Does the note list an itinerary? He might be on the Nerthus Necropolis. It's the only one on the list of caches without a tick next to it. And it's decided, let's head there and hope we do not miss each other on the way. Oh, is this the same little ship from when they escaped the Mechonis? Yes, it is. Did I already view this one, or is this not viewable? Rippin' Pepperoni's little ship. They're trying to repair it.
Oh, such very depressed.
What is it, Kino? Has something happened?
Ah, Miss Melly.
Why the sighing? It's unlike the bright, bubbly Kino I know.
What? Kino not allowed to be moody? It's sensitive, especially at age of now.
I see.
Age of now.
You'll forgive me. So something worrying you? Anything you care to discuss with me?
Doubt if can help. But maybe Miss Melly have some advice.
Oh, very well. In that case, I'm all ears.
Kino follow Miss Melly and Shaw calls Skulky like to come with.
Yes, quite.
But at start, Kino never think Kino come to such very far away place. That why, when Kino leave, Kino not say bye-bye to Mama Pon. If Kino come back now, there's sure to be heck to pay. And Mama Pon angry, wants to look like Chew Toy. Just thought of remember makes Moo go plunge.
Did Oka really have such force of character? But don't fret. It's only because she worries about you. That intensity is nothing but a sign that you are loved dearly, Kino.
Miss Melly sure.
Yes. I'd say she only scolds you because she cares.
Mama Pon get angry because love. Kino not really understand.
Look at it this way. Kino, you are her beloved son. If you were hurt, Oka would be sad, would she not? Therefore, when she scolds you, it's to try and ensure that you don't put yourself in harm's way. So, do not think it cruelty.
Kino no. Everything resolved if Miss Melly just asks Mama Pon to tone down harsh when angry at Kino. If do that, even Mama Pon may become a bit gentle upon.
No, that I cannot do.
Mama, why no?
You really need me to explain. Isn't it the mark of a hero pond to take responsibility for their own actions? At least I believe Ricky did, to an extent. If you wanted to come with us, you should have asked Ricky and Oka's permission to begin with. Don't you think that's what a hero pond ought to do?
Mama!
You'll find as you go through life, similar situations may reoccur. If they do, and if you act the way you did this time, nobody will acknowledge you as a true hero pond.
Mama! Miss Melly so stern. Kino admit defeat. Sneaking onto boat was naughty behavior.
Kino, once you realize you have done wrong, you must reflect on it and rectify it as soon as you can. If you let the chance slip you by, you may not get another.
Kino got it, Miss Melly. From now, Kino promised to never follow friends or sneaky skulky again. We'll follow friends proudly.
Oh. It seems I didn't explain properly after all. What
Pretty
you
sure
did
he's
there
like 4.
was to cause Oka undue concern. So you'll have to accept your punishment, put time into self-reflection, and next time, simply do better. That is the behavior that will let you grow on your path as a mighty hero.
Understood? Kino promise.
I wonder if he really understood.
Baby boy. It's a shame that there's no affinity chart, so I can't, like, tell if by any chance, like, Kino is actually, like, just super tiny. Because I get that he's, like, younger than Nene, but I don't know by how much. I think Nene was something like 12, revealed in one of the quiet moments. That moment when a 12-year-old is capable of destroying all kinds of monsters with some... Honestly, I don't even know what this is. I wouldn't call it a hammer. It's more like a wooden paddle. Is that the giant monkey? Okay, it's not the giant monkey, it's a smaller version of the monkey. I mean, Ash Ketchum has been 10 for 30 years now, and he has met several gods. Sometimes he fought them too. Didn't he also try to punch Mewtwo at one point? Like, no hesitation, just, I'm gonna punch you. Just throw hands against this super Pokemon that could think and crush him like an empty soda can. Ash is really just lucky that the Pokemon series is PG. Because if it was like MA, you know Ash would have been dead as early as episode 2. Actually, episode 1 alone would have killed Ash. The Psychic to end all Psychics, at least back in Gen 1. Yeah. Things change. I thought that was a collectible. Meanwhile, we're starting to get a new Pokemon game now. Well, new, quote-unquote. It's basically the Sinnoh region, again, which that is the one that I am more familiar with. Because I spent a good chunk of that, of like a earlier part of my childhood playing those Pokemon games. I'd love to see a secondary Pokemon anime that's like more in line with the Pokemon Adventures manga, where there was a Arbok cut into bits. I seem to remember there also being a Eevee that had the ability to just change its evolution whenever. Well, I know what I'm giving Kino. That one's 40. We give that one there. Not a bad idea. We can have some spike and then better aggro. Wherever the aggro one went, I actually saw it earlier and then just haven't been able to find it since. Oh, it must be a weapon item. Okay, I see. Nene, do you know what an idle pose is? Nene is not capable of sitting still for more than 2 seconds. Case in point. I also noticed that... Oh. Okay, I do have some options to change the style, but not many yet. If they ever have, like, a Xenoblade MMO, I imagine all of the Nopon players would have, like, the most ridiculous dances. Because, like, I don't think any character, like, any of the other races shown in the game move nearly as much as the Nopon do. Ricky spins a lot, Nene keeps dancing constantly. Ooh, it's raining. And Kino shuffles around a lot. Imagine Ricky doing the Club Penguin dance. I'm imagining Ricky doing the Club Penguin dance as Territorial Robert, or Rotbart, or whatever his name was, slowly approaches him from behind. I don't know why I initially just belted out Robert. This monkey's name is Robert. Territorial Bort Simpson. I love how this confuses the AI so much. They're getting dizzy. You know, I get that I could just teleport everywhere, but I find it's better to walk through places to get, like, all of the gems here. And honestly, I much prefer the way gems are handled in this game than they are in the base game. Do Nopon T-pose with their ears or just the tiny arms? I believe they actually T-pose using both of them. And technically the way that all characters are stored is a little interesting for this game. So every character is actually stored in a myriad of different parts. So the best way to put it is, you know, like those Lego minifigures? It's like that. Except it's a lot more human looking. So you've got like a billion different Shulk arm models, you've got like a billion different Shulk leg models. So if you look, you know, deep in the models, you've got a whole bunch of really silly looking things. Is the character head part of the torso, or could you put Shulk's head straight on his legs? You would be able to do the latter, because head pieces are separate. So does it like just have everything that I had already given her like over time? It seems to. I kind of like her original outfit more. Hardly remember how or when the stream started. Like, appearance-wise, or what? Or like how the team met. Tired and lost track of time. That's fair enough. Shulk's actually got a pretty good future connected outfit. But I think I prefer Melia's older outfit as opposed to the new one she's got. Shulk hoodie. Yeah, I actually have seen a number of videos that showcase like various different cutscenes in like the base game that show off the hoodie, which I mean I guess it comes from this. funky dance. It puts us to sleep by dancing.
I'm alright, thank you. Shadow Eye.
It's a really boring dance.
Kino, it happened to anyone.
Don't let it get to you.
Kino what? Kino what? Kino tired of Kino's feet. Big sis can get cuddle. Meme, but Nene tired too. Kino, you give cuddle first.
Why don't I cuddle with you both?
Meh, much more better.
Oh, there's one with Melia here. What we got here?
Miss Tyrea seemed like difficult sort of person to deal with.
Difficult, huh? Maybe so, but she's still far more mellow than before.
Miss Melia and Miss Tyrea know each other from where?
Well, it's a little complicated to explain.
Complicated how?
I'm just not quite sure where to begin.
It's not easy to explain to a
Tyrea
kid.
and I had never met until 1 year ago.
Houses too far apart, or
I was not allowed to venture outside. Moreover, I never even knew of her existence. She, on the other hand, seemed to know about me. We never met because work had been busy.
but how Miss Melia never know her? If sisters, then of course should know.
That's true. How can I explain this? Tyrea and I have separate parents. Different fathers and different mothers, both.
Meme, in same boat as Nene and Kino then.
Just like you and Kino, Tyrea and I are not related by blood. But we had a half-brother with whom we shared a parent each.
Half brother?
No parents in common, but a brother we are both related to. Therefore, Tyrea and I are not exactly complete strangers.
Meh. Brain of Nene's starting to melt.
I'm sorry. I did say it's complicated.
Nene does not understand. If both have same brother, why cannot be one family together?
Our parents being different, I and Tyrea have led very different lives. We never even met, let alone behaved as a family. Neither knows how to relate to the other, and so we struggle on.
It sounds like Miss Melia and Miss Tyrea both feeling more like Kino.
How do you mean?
Kino also not taught to anyone at first. Very hidey shy.
I don't think I'd call myself or Tyrea shy, exactly.
If want to become good friends, but not know how to put in action, then it's exactly same. But as can see for self, now Nene and Kino super best of friends.
Do tell, how did you two achieve that? Would you teach me the way, please?
Answer is clear as day. Nene prescribed lots of play.
Play.
Also, sharing of yummy snacks and sleep together in same bed. If do that, become family in wink of eye.
I'm not sure I can do that with Tyrea. Seems like a lot.
Meh! Nene patience is exhaust. Miss Melia want to be sisters with Miss Tyrea or not?
Yes. I would really like that, I think.
So, now is best and only chance. No time for hemmings and whorings.
Best and only. Perhaps you're right.
Okay, then now Miss Melia go and say, Hey, Sisterbon, come play.
Right now? I need some time to compose myself.
Also, it's raining?
If Miss
It's
Melia
dumping
wants,
rain.
you have to promise to ask soon.
Yes, I will. One day very soon.
That was cute, though. That was actually really cute. Do these small Mopon is Shulk an uncle or an older brother? I suppose that depends if Shulk actually took Ricky up on the adoption offering. If so, I guess he would be like an older brother. If not, I guess sort of like a friend of the family, more like. I wonder how Nene would feel over the cosmic parallel universe shenanigans from the main game's finale. Try explaining that. Poor Nene.
Villain! What do you want?
You stand in the way of a new age dawning.
Sis, I'm scared. It's all right. I'll protect you. And I'll work, I swear.
Behold, the widening rift in the sky. It's proof definite the world abhors you.
Spare me your ravings.
Oh, Lady Melia, the hope of our race.
Gelgar, what is this treachery?
As you can see, I am sweeping away some pebbles. Their research is blasphemy against the commingled blood.
Don't you comprehend the import of what you're interrupting? The very future of our race hinges on their work.
You think this is the future? This reactionary struggle to revive what is long buried? The future of the High Entia is us. We are what the race ought to become. We are the true face of the High Entia.
If not for our ancestors, we would never even have drawn breath.
Ancestors? I recognize them not. You, Lady Melia, are our progenitor. You were our beginning, and you will be our future.
Senseless drivel. If you would interfere with this research for the sake of spouting your nonsense, you do not deserve my mercy.
Melia!
Why won't you understand? Why won't you accept that we are the ones destined to lead?
You will not so easily refute our history.
So be it. I reject you. I will take the mantle and become father of our kin. I will take dominion over all, and the world will be left to us.
There's a piano playing in the background. Oh, he's immune to topple. He can be broken, but not toppled. Oh, no, he can be toppled. He just has resistances to it. Gotta save Kino from himself and all his aggro gain. Kino, I require assistance. Kino, you require assistance too. Oh, I could really use some heals. Not going very well here. Yeah, this isn't going so hot. I need just a slight adjustment to my kit here. I can beat him, I just need, like, more of the strength on Shulk, I think. Or better defense for Kino. Kino is kind of squishy. Do we have anything that gives defense? That could help. Dude looks like a Bleach character. That violin bit was almost Kuja's theme. Maybe. Alright. Round 2. Maybe if we take out these things first. Not very good timing on that. Oh, do I need to up Shulk's light heal again? Shulk, don't die immediately. Shulk, stop dying. Please. Okay, I might need to level up or something, because right now, as it stands, I'm not able to get much done thanks to party members dying too much. Yeah, okay. I did better the last time. Maybe if I focus on those robots first. First things first, Shulk, your light heal sucks. Make it not suck. Honestly, I'm going to play as Shulk for this one, because he's got some really good moves that I think I handle better than the AI does.
I will take dominion over all. The world will extend to right. Know your place. Well, I'll throw you away.
Oh. That didn't go too well. Kino. Kino. There you go, Kino. Oh, seriously? Jeez. Okay. I do have slightly better layout for Shulk, but I think I need some gem changes here. Strength up is very good. Probably give him some arts heal as well. And then we need to go over and get Kino some armor.
Hello.
All very expensive, though. Some of these we seem to get a crap load of, so we'll just sell those and get them later. So we can at least get Kino up in defense. Use your materials. Okay, so we got that for Kino. Kino just needs better healing as well, probably. Right now, Kino's skills are all maxed out. Is that a different design? No, it's the same design. But Kino now has more opportunities to put Ether up on him, which means that he should be able to do better healing. So hopefully that helps out. Okay, I was hoping I could, like, exploit some stuff and backstab them before they noticed me. Not going to perfectly defend them, but it should assist for a little bit. Oof. When did I just take, like, all the damage in the world? I think I might need some levels here. Yeah. Even with the equipment change, this isn't really possible with my current numbers. And please stop mentioning casual mode. I'll turn it on if I want it on. If I don't have it on, don't act like I need to have it on, please. That's one thing I wish games could understand. Because it's not a issue exclusive to this by any stretch of the imagination. There's a lot of games where it's like, are you sure you didn't mean to go on easy mode? Are you really sure? It's like, if I meant to go on easy mode, I would have done it. Please, just let me play it as I intended to. I may be throwing myself at a brick wall, but I chose to do this. Alright, let's see. So that's story stuff. I had something that I was supposed to do over here. You losing? Little baby Nita picked a big difficulty, gonna cry. Yeah, it's very patronizing. At least Devil May Cry 3, what it does is if you die enough times, it basically just hits you with one singular piece of, like, that. It basically just says, easy mode is now unlocked, and that's it. Also, that's a unique monster. You mind, not being here? Please? Ouch. Jeez. I don't remember that being there. Please. Again, stop. It's kind of sleepy if I'm in here, listening to Gold Rambles and Xenobald noises. Yeah, I'm surprised you're able to sleep when most of the characters spend, like, more than half their time screaming. I need that unique monster to move away. Because it's in, like, the worst position to get this quest done. That one would be useful. Probably right here. Haven't been in the best nor worst, to be frank, mental state, but watching streams from people like is fun. I can understand that. I've had plenty of moments like that myself. Alright, Kino is now capable of busting a cap in someone's head. So, Kino is now the most dangerous person on this team. That is the face of a, like, god. Oh yeah, Vinny's playthrough of Final Fantasy IX was pretty good. Hello there.
Yes?
Yes, I'm Solthus. What do you want? A first aid kit? Ah, I see, that was your boat, wasn't it? In that case, I have a request. Would you please let me have the kit? Many of our warriors have been wounded fighting fog beasts, and we have no good substitute for real medical supplies. I know I haven't earned this necessarily, but I ask you nevertheless, won't you help me care for my comrades? What? You want to use it on a Machina? Rather than treat a comrade wounded in battle, you'd waste the kit on one of those cowardly swine? My apologies, I spoke out of turn. It was unbefitting of a warrior to speak so emotionally. I will return this to you now. Just see to it that it doesn't go to waste. Congratulations, Kino is now capable of taking lives. I wonder if it's possible for Kino to actually, just straight up kill that one guy that we were fighting earlier. Solthus, stop being racist or I'm going to take the kit by force. I don't know how well I would do in that situation. Because, unfortunately for me, I'm kinda underleveled for a lot of what's going on here. This is the first aid kit? So I could use this to heal Granddad? That's awesome. I'm so relieved. Thank you. I was afraid that if we'd had to run away, Granddad wouldn't have made it without his leg. I didn't want to be alone again. Alright, I've got to get together. This isn't the time for crying. I've got to go and cure Granddad. Thanks a million, mister. Come see us sometime. I'll introduce you to Granddad. I bet he'll like you too. Got some armor from it. Hopefully it's armor that's good for at least one of us. It's HP up. It's also not possible to be equipped by anyone other than Shulk, it looks like. Well, if only Shulk can wear it, so be it. Shulk gets more health. Slap the kid on him and he'll restore all his HP. Applied directly to the forehead. Oh, god damn it. I had forgotten about head on for a while there. Doesn't it, like, also just keep repeating for, like, a minute straight? Shulk is a healthy boy. Well, sort of. I need to get him some, like, aggro down or something. So bored of playing on my own all the time. I wish there was someone who'd play with me. Oh, I have to, again, switch over to Kino to do all the child talk. Hey, you, please, to go become friend of Angela. Should be much more fun than with more than alone. You want me to be friends with Angela? Yeah, alright. I was getting bored of playing on my own anyway. Tell her I'll come and play. He can be stabbed one more time now before that nobody wants to hang out with me. Oh, wait. That's a different one. You can stamp one more time now before you have to retry that boss. Yeah. Kid, you're playing on the cliffs. Why could it be that nobody wants to hang out with you? Could it be the fear of one's mortality? Maybe. Also, is it just me, or like, hold on. I need to get the same sound again. Come on. That one. That sound almost sounds like it's auto-tuned. Rawr, Rudodo is fearsome dino beast. Please to play or Rudodo will eat off face. Question before eating of face. Friend no Angela? Because so happen Angela is looking for new friend. How about go talk to? Rudodo no Angela. Is Hum Hum Girl not wrong? Rudodo enroll Hum Hum in Dino War. Rawr rawr. Rudodo has a gyroid face. I'm pretty sure that's just the bog standard child Nopon face. Because that's the same face that all of Ricky's kids had before they reached age 10, apparently. Something Nopon have a massive growth spurt around the time that they reached 10. Game Theory Shy Guys are not fun because their faces are similar. Also, Bouncer is Zanza. I mean, he's come up with, like, the Game Theory guy has come up with crazier theories, hasn't he? Some of them leaning on the point where it's just like, okay, what are you on? Good morrowings. Kino in process of look for new friends for Angela. What friend think? Know who Angela is? Angela? Yeah, I know her. We only talked once, I think, but I've been wanting to hang out with her. Leaning on parody. Sounds about right. Ooh, can I access this? No. I'm not allowed to see the party interact more. Not yet. And Sans is totally Ness because they're in the same pose and their names share 3 letters.
Uh-oh.
I finally have friends. Everyone says they're gonna play with me. I'm so happy. Thank you, Kino. Thank you so much. Aw, it's nothing. Was all piece of pollen cake for Kino. Just ask Kino for second helping of help anytime. Maybe I will. Here, have this, and let's play together sometime, okay? That's cute. Alright. I think this is probably a good spot to stop. I feel like if he hadn't started with the idea as explaining video game concepts through science, MatPat wouldn't be nearly as much of a meme these days, because it's gone from that to tinfoil hat what if shenanigans. Yeah, sorry, Windex. You are back when it ended. I'm hungry. I'd make a good Nopon. I get hungry easily. It's a miracle that I'm constantly struggling with being underweight, given how much I tend to eat. But yeah. Why are you consistent at coming when a stream ends? I don't know. I have a tendency to do that too. I think it's just a cause of like, oh, I'll get this done. It shouldn't take too long, and then it takes too long. I think everyone experiences that at least once. Like, what was I doing? Last week, for example, I was playing Guild Wars 2. I was like, oh, you know, I can complete this quest before my college classes start. No, I was not able to complete that. By the time I had completed the quest, I think we were like a couple minutes into class. So yeah, there was that. But yeah, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna quickly raid. And then I'm gonna go get some food because I'm hungry. See if anyone else is doing Xenoblade. There's one. It looks like they just started too. very early on in the game. But yeah, thank you, Windex, V-Sheep, Gabe, for stopping by. I would have streamed a little longer today, but I didn't eat before stream. I probably should have. I might also eventually look into setting up a proper BRB screen so I can, do a be right back and then, afterwards, eat during that and then come back without having to end stream every time I get hungry. That way I can get a more consistent 4 hours stream. I'll work on it. But thank you to everyone who came by, and I hope you all have a lovely day. Ciao!